Good morning, everyone. I'm about to hit the gym at my favorite place in Guatemala. It's called Futeca. And afterwards, I'm going to get some coffee. And then today, we're going to do a little exploring around the town. So I'm excited to check out some new areas that I haven't seen yet. Just completed my workout. It was a little busy here today. I did die out now, but I'm not gonna stay here for 2 hours. I hit a little upper body, chest, back, arms. I'm gonna head back to the Airbnb, get my laptop. Like I said, I'm gonna get some work done, and then we're gonna head out to Zone 1, which is the historical area in Guatemala City. I'm excited to check it out. Hopefully, it is truly historic, because I really like Antigua. That used to be like the capital of Guatemala. And that's like super historic. It was a good workout though. I just don't get why they charge like almost like the monthly fee for a day pass. Like the monthly fee would be like $25, and then the day pass is like $25. Every gym does that. I don't know if they're trying to do it to control how many people come in there that aren't like members, but it just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm gonna try something I haven't tried yet, which is the Moto taxi. So Uber in Guatemala, you can actually reserve like one of those like people that drive around with the motorcycles, so you just hop in the back. It's 9 quetzales, which is like $1.30 for about like a 2-mile ride. So let's see, because the issue is that everyone that's local, they're like, you're too tall for that, bro. Like they can't even like drive you on it, but let's see, part of the experience. ¿Todo bien? Yeah. So we're surviving so far. Okay. Gracias. Alright, we survived. I am too tall for that, but we did it.
Are we gonna do it as like a actual content of us, or are we gonna do it just like a nice little feed and then we push to our account and then just promote that account on the side as well?
What's up, buddy? Habla español? Does he speak Spanish or English? Just made it Zone 1 in Guatemala City.
Guys, lock the fuck in.
We just found all of Christian's cousins.
You want to make 50K a month? Just do what this guy doing, bro.
What, chill?
Yeah, just fucking lock in, bro. Just lock in. We just found Christian's cousins. It's crazy. Let's go.
So apparently, Pollo Campero is a very famous fast food place here in Guatemala. I think it's like KFC, but Diego's been saying to come here and eat one of their sandwiches forever. But I got the grilled sandwich because I'm trying to cut back, but that's what it's supposed to look like. That looked good. I was gonna order that, but let's eat this bland sandwich. Pollo Campero, I give it a 4 out of 10. I'm sorry, bro.
Bro, what? 4 out of 10, bro. I actually liked it.
What would you give it?
Bro, talking shit. 3 out of 10. I'm kidding. It's actually good.
I'm gonna see if I can get some shoes here, size 14 for the soccer game tonight.
No.
Bro, look at this.
Hold on.
Este original? Original? What did you say about those?
Oh shit.
They were original.
They were original.
They used to be.
No, they were original.
They dipped them in beans. They're no longer original.
That's the best one I've heard so far.
Bro, that's insane.
I should have used that strategy when I was selling the fake Ray-Bans. They'd be like, they used to be original. So I'm assuming they don't have my size, right?
No, she said Timeless Max.
So no luck with the shoes, obviously. But I'm gonna get some coffee now, and then we're playing soccer at 7. I'll just play in what I got. But this is a nice little area. I do like how it's open. Park area, historical. I don't know what that building over there is. They're saying it's like the Guatemalan version of the White House. So it should be like where the president is. I like how like Guatemala is like truly developed because so one of the people that watch me on YouTube, they're like saying to create a video between like Guatemala and Bosnia. It's very similar when it comes to like the corruption, the fact that like everything is just hard to get going. Like starting a business is hard. When you have a business, you have to pay like an accountant. You have to pay all these fees, just like in Bosnia. So a lot of the headache part is pretty similar, but the difference is that people are making moves here. Like they're not lazy, they're not scared. They're truly investing. I was looking at some like data, and from a statistical standpoint, Bosnia is positioned like a lot better. I think it said that Bosnia was like 110th ranked country according to like the least corrupt, and then Guatemala is like 128th. And then how hard it is to start a business in Bosnia versus Guatemala. Like Bosnia was like 91 and Guatemala was like 98. So they're all like pretty much there. Yet Bosnia is even like a little bit easier in both aspects. But yet the GDP of Bosnia is like, I don't know, like 30 bill, while here is, I think it's at 90 billion. And it's because like they're doing things. Like there's a lot of investors that are coming back, investing into the real estate and the development and architecture and agriculture and exporting coffee and chocolate. And a lot of people in Bosnia will say, well, they're lucky they can do coffee and chocolate. Like we can do our things too. There's a lot of things that we can do in Bosnia to make our country kind of stand out and grow. And I think one of the biggest ones is actually just like expanding our skill sets on the online space, developing more like online startups, developing more needs, because us being positioned in Europe, there's obviously like a big market, and I just don't think we're actually utilizing it. So no luck on finding cleats. I'm gonna play in my regular shoes. It's not gonna be the best, but good thing is we did find a field. It's cold as hell today. I'm gonna try to warm up.
Ahí estoy grabando. Saluda, saluda.
It feels good to be back at the Airbnb. I don't remember the last time I actually played soccer and ran this much. Definitely need to do more cardio, because as I'm working out and eating more, I am gaining muscle, but I do also gain some fat. And before, when I was living in Jacksonville, I used to play soccer a lot more, so that always kept me lean. And then even though I was eating like 3,000-4,000 calories, I was still pretty lean. So I definitely should try to make more time for just soccer. I hate running. Like people are like, oh, you can just like go run on the treadmill. Like there's nothing like worse than just being there for like hours, just running in one place, and it's just not fun for me. So, but as I mentioned earlier in the video, there are like a lot of similarities between like Bosnia and Guatemala. Even like the people, they're a lot more like humble. They're also not that well off, so they kind of do work together and, you know, help each other out, just like in Bosnia. I feel like as you make more money, you become a little bit more cold, a little bit more distant, towards like just the people around you, and that's how America is. And that's how like a lot of these like developed countries are. You know, they start super humble, and you know it's all about like the community, but then you just become super like cold. I think about Germany too, super cold. Like everything's just systemized. They're super cold, and these are things I enjoy, right? Because obviously living in the States, all I saw was people just being cold. Even though like in America, people like do say hi and stuff. Like in my previous videos, like I talked about how like a lot of that is fake. I really do see like a lot of similarities in Guatemala when it comes to Bosnia. I feel like this experience also will help me in Bosnia because like I'm already going through a lot of this, and then when I really like dive deep into Bosnia, like I'll kind of already know what works and what doesn't. Just like the corruption, just like how hard it is to create and start a business and to scale a business, and how like sometimes the mindset of business owners isn't like it is in the US, where like people are used to spending a lot of money on marketing. These are things that we dealt with in Guatemala, and we were able to flourish. So I know that we can do the same thing in Bosnia. It's just like here, there were more people that were willing to put in that effort. So more people were successful. While like I just feel like in Bosnia, there weren't enough people to just push through that stubbornness, the stubbornness of corruption, stubbornness of business owners not believing in themselves, not believing that they can scale, having a poor person mindset. Like these are things that, as someone that's tried to like really like level up the economy in Bosnia, these are things that you have to go through, unfortunately. But someone needs to do it. I'm not saying like I'm gonna be the only one to like do that, but there needs to be like a trend and like a wave of people to just start pushing and pushing and pushing, and it becomes a norm, right? Simple example is when I was in Bosnia right now, like I think there were like 3 Lambos that I saw, and everyone knows who owns those Lambos, and those people don't really connect with people under them because obviously they're judging them, and they don't really have a benefit from them. Like a lot of these people that own these Lambos, they have businesses that don't rely maybe on the local economy, and they don't really have any intention to change the mindset. So you have like all these people in one city judging these people that are flashy, right? Because it's not the norm yet. Like 3 Lambos are not that much, but like in Tampa, for example, when you have like hundreds and hundreds of Lambos, it becomes more normal, and you can't judge everyone. Obviously, people will still judge, but like it becomes a norm, and that's the transition that Bosnia needs to go through, where it becomes norm to have these lavish items like the Rolexes, the penthouses, the cars, flexing money, and so forth. And then you get judged less and less because there's more and more people doing it. And guess what? When you can't beat them, you join them, and more people are like, yeah, I can keep on hating, or I can join because I see more and more people making and living better, and I want to do that. And that's literally the shift that needs to happen. More people need to be like, I'm not gonna hate on them anymore. I actually want to join them. And the benefit from that is that now you have a bigger pool of people that you can work with, you know, together, have the same mindset. You can collaborate, you can grow. So simply put, that's the transition that needs to take place in Bosnia. It's literally a tipping point. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I'm not saying that we need to do that, but if we want to excel as an economy, that's the transition that we're gonna have to go through. You can't grow if you're comfortable, and when you want to live a simple life, you need to be comfortable, right? Comfortable people live simple lives. You can't live a simple life and keep on growing. You have to like be hungry, and there just aren't enough hungry people in Bosnia. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Today's Wednesday. We fly back Friday to Tampa, so we have technically one more day. Tomorrow we're meeting one of our clients, and then Friday we kind of leave like around like 11 a.m. And yeah, excited to go back to Tampa, see the little one, and see my girls. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, hit the button below. And you know, I like my comments, so let me know what your guys' thoughts are just about Bosnia and what you think we need in Bosnia to just level up the economy overall.